Did that song get deleted from Spotify? I hit play on a song and it didn't play. I just realized it. Happy Sunday afternoon, everybody. Playing Alan Wake that I think I played Monday last week and then didn't stream all week because I had to stay late at work basically every day and then was sick from new medicine. Thank you. How's it going, too? I haven't spoken to you in forever. Are you like, I heard you played Space Marine with somebody else last night or yesterday. I heard last night that the day before that you played Space Marine with somebody. I mean, I figured since I hadn't heard from you, it might be the case. Uh-oh, I think my good controller fell behind the desk. Oh, no. Oh, good. It's just like dangling there. It's fine. Yeah. I don't think I've maxed anything out on Space Marine 2, and I'm already kind of like, I need more stuff. Granted, the same 6 missions got kind of boring, but it probably wouldn't be as boring if I played the different classes and didn't just grind on Bulwark the whole time. But Bulwark is so fun, though. And honestly, the PvP is kind of like surprisingly pretty great for some reason. It's like they didn't think anybody would care about it, so they didn't like put a whole lot of work extra content into it, but it's actually solid. And they're like, oh fuck, we gotta actually work on this. I didn't realize till after I started playing this that apparently it's
you folks. Randolph. I'm the manager.
Apparently the remaster's not fantastic.
Works as a waitress down at the diner.
It has some PC. It's a bad PC port, but I've already started.
Who wants to know?
So here we go.
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer.
There was a cutscene before this, and I think I might have accidentally skipped it.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and, get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles
God-fearing man, I don't put any stock in that. I choose my own fairy tales.
A single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano.
This car is too nice to be here.
And Zane went down
Also,
the island.
That windshield wiper is in the middle of the window. An interview and midterm on this. Oh, jeez.
Come on,
a job interview?
I'll take you to Rose's trailer.
Did they both go port? Why is there a boat
how
here?
about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
I mean, that's not good. I think that the last couple times I've interviewed for jobs, I was like, that seemed okay. That I'd never hear about it again. And I'm like, well, I mean, did you pass though?
A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were.
I didn't remember the controls. been a week. Controls walk.
Lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook store. The Scratchin' Hag. Comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part.
Oh, you know,
All of the
so it
articles
just
about
didn't
this
feel
stuff were
great.
written by
Is what you're
Cynthia
saying.
Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before
But,
they both died, and
I
she
forget
had
his
some kind
name.
of a breakdown.
Why are we at the dumpsters? Did you walk over here to shoo crows off a dumpster? If I were you, I'd be picking my walks a little bit more carefully. Sir. Got something to say? Didn't think so.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Nice. I was gonna, what's the word? Capri pants? She's just standing there. On the other side of the blinds.
Welcome
Waiting.
oh dear, Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh,
Dude, I played the Complex
yes.
Foundation or
Yes.
Expedition last night,
Please come in.
and there was a man thing standing there menacingly
Really good.
that I did not
Rose.
enjoy.
Yes,
My manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al. Al, what's... Oh...
Barry!
Damn it, Barrel.
What? What?
Should you just hang out in our work uniform all the time?
Hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
She's gonna Spider-Man me. Are they just kidnapping everybody? Oh, okay.
Only anger kept me going.
Yeah, I feel like anger keeps you going a lot, my man.
Tell reality from dreams
You seem like a
anymore.
kind of a piece of shit.
I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's
Good father, bad father?
under
That's a
similar
bad name for a
circumstances,
book.
Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
I need this Working with Corn 72 Tasty Recipes book.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
The old lady
First
did. You
refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you. A nice day. come back soon.
Hey,
Barry
Beryl.
was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
Really, Alan?
Right. I deserve more money. I'm so handsome.
He looks exactly like, well, not exactly, but he just so much like the dude from Bayonetta.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
We're probably gonna die because I don't remember any of the buttons because it's been, I think, maybe a full week since I actually played.
Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime.
Hey, I streamed a lot until last week. And then I had to go to I had to do the other thing that pays me, which is, you know, work. It got me off work of work early on Friday, so I was okay with it. They're like, you can't work overtime. I was like, what? But I've already stayed like 2 hours over each day, or the last 2 days. And they're like, oh, well, then you can just leave it too on Friday. So I went and got my blood test, and then went from my blood test with like the bandage still around my arm to vote. Like a true patriot.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking.
Which took me like an hour to
home in bed. Once
to stand in line and vote,
like this,
which I guess isn't so bad.
It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF.
Man, I've been getting so, like, I was standing in line getting text messages from, I mean, it was Republicans for sure, but it was all like, they were kept saying things. It's like, this is obviously to scare old people, but also it's like, hey, you're gonna have to reword this so it doesn't sound great. It's like, everything you're saying sounds good. Like, what do you... Meaning, like, it was smear campaigns against the Democrat senator. They're like, he stopped fracking. He wants to make Texas a safe place for people. They use the word safe space because, you know, they want us, that trigger word for so many old folks.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing.
There was like, there was an old man that got up in front of me in line that got mad at somebody holding a sign, yelling at him saying it was illegal, even though it definitely wasn't.
Well, good luck to you.
And then he kept telling the guy was quietly talking to people.
Really something else.
The guy was like quietly like talking to people, and this old man just kept yelling. And eventually, like, someone behind him was like, I haven't heard a word this man said, but you keep freaking yelling and annoying the hell out of me. Shut the hell up. And he was like, well, what I'm doing isn't illegal. And it's like, it's not illegal for him either. There's a sign up there that says he can't do that past that point. He can do it here all he wants. Electioneering. But also, like, when I got up there, there's a lot of old folks here. There was this weird, like, picnic table area that was just like, there's like 8 old ladies sitting there, and they were rotating out as old dudes went in to vote. And I'm like, I don't think these old ladies are allowed to vote by these old men going through. There was like an old lady waiting area for the old men. But yeah, to be fair, don't like anybody involved. Anybody that's super into any politician, I don't trust. I don't care who it is. All right, I'm done looking for secrets. I know the Beyonce, there was there was a Kamala rally in Houston that Beyonce performed at, and it was like tons of people are here, and I'm like, listen, that's a Beyonce concert. Like, of course there's tons of people there.
Get it now.
Am I?
God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
What?
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI.
Oh, that guy.
Stop, Hemingway. You're under arrest. You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face. Stay right where you are, Spillane.
Whoa. Really?
What are? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac.
Why did they have, like, listen, I know they're cops, but why did the FBI just start shooting?
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake. Come on. Take it easy now.
Are we sneaking now?
Don't let him get away. Move it, move it, move it. I'll have the shot if you let him get away.
I forget, it was like, was it the kidnapper named that? Or do I think the kidnapper is that because I don't read good? Get over here! Let me shoot. Ah, let me shoot you. Got 2 guns, 1 for each of you.
We have the suspect in sight.
No, you don't.
Okay, then. Keep your eyes peeled.
Was that John Leguizamo up there? My head poked into the flashlight and then I left it again and he goes, where did he go? Anything not in the flashlight is...
Damn.
doesn't exist to them anymore. Oh. Did I get... Man. Alan, I need you to work on your frickin' cardio. He's only lightly jogged for about 6 feet, and then he's like... Okay, maybe he can go farther than that.
He's gone. Come on, guys. We need to head him off.
A page. Hold on, I gotta read this page first.
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
Does that mean she was just reading, like the entity in the old lady was just reading my books and getting super excited about that, and then was like, I'm not gonna lie, when I first started playing this game, I thought it was just gonna be like, oh yeah, Alan Wake, he's crazy, but they're a thing in this game doing murders. I mean, I knew some of it had to be real, but he pulls out a little like one of those recorders that I was gonna say doctors, because I've only ever seen like I went to the like minor emergency center once when I was like in high school, and the guy kept saying things into a recorder, but he looked like it just made him seem like a huge loser. Like it's just, but that's just the way he looked. It's not his fault. Might be his fault. But yeah, he just stops, and then they show up, and he's like, "Hold on, hold on, I gotta finish this. I'm recording this for the next game."
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
They were after a writer, so they brought a bunch of guns and just started shooting wildly. A whole helicopter? Are we doing this?
Hold it right there. There's nowhere to run. Freeze!
That's like a Black Hawk helicopter. What are we? Are they gonna? Wow. The birds the birds gummed up the helicopter. Well, thanks, birds. After all that killing of you I did earlier, I'm glad we're still cool. Oh, I can glad I can look at the wreckage. How did he do that? Now we have to capture him because we got to ask him how he did that because I want to do that. Hey, listen, I don't. Holy shit. That was the freaking Epic Games, like, achievement unlock. God dang.
This is James. Mulligan Thornton, come in. Over. Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, what are you doing? Come on! Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, you know what I mean. Over. I don't have anything on that.
I know.
Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh yeah, I'll bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
All right. Every other time I play an Epic game, every time that pops up,
I could see the lights of the radio station in the distance.
oh, convenient. Glad the sign's pointed right at me. But I'm like, oh right, and I go and like uninstall the online services so it won't friggin' do that anymore. But apparently it's reinstalled itself again.
I imagine that the
Is it
broadcast
shift
tower in the distance was part of the local
F1?
radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine. Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't have a gun or a flashlight anymore, so. Oh. Oh, hold on. Oh, right, this. Oh, and then do we point the spotlight at the gate? Boost! Yeah, there's supposed to be a toggle in the settings for, like, I think it's called direct aim or something. That's supposed to be better for using a mouse, but it's busted. So if I turn it on, it turns the sensitivity down to like super low, and I can't use it. So I have to use the regular stuff that's made for controller, which sometimes just mouse accelerates the camera across the screen. Apparently they never decided to fix that. I've been playing the new season of Once Human, and they use the exact same, the shadow things that you can't interact with until you hit them with a flashlight for a while. And they use the exact same circle to know that you're doing it. And I was like,
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Hell yeah. Do we get to suplex people after we flashbang them? Oh, I mean, I haven't played Wind Waker since 2006. So. They're dead. Middle mouse button to throw a flashbang. I don't want to throw it right now. Oh! Oh, they just straight up die. Okay. Is he gonna, like... I hear another one? Yep. Cinematic dodge. Ow! Oh! Battery's dead. I got like 6 of these. What am I doing? I don't know how much I can say about it. You know, it's very secretive NDA I'm under, but I got to play the Arc Raiders playtest, which is the devs that made the finals, making a extraction game, and I like it. But unfortunately, it's not great for oh, I have to use the flashbang to get rid of them. But it's doesn't lend itself well to solo play. But you can like buy keys to use in game, buy keys to use like hatches that don't set off an alarm and take a minute and a half to open to extract. So it's like there's like a no friends tax. I just want an extraction shooter that I don't have to talk to randos in. But otherwise, pretty cool.
off guns there. They're still shooting? No, it was maybe 10-15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't
It sounds serious.
Well, I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt. Okay. You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them. Okay, thanks.
He's got a little bit of Mr. New Vegas there. Which I didn't realize until recently that it's Wayne Newton. Oh. Whoa. Oh, well. Didn't see the large man.
And here's another call. You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
Oh, I got another achievement, Sound and Fury.
Touched by the dark presence, Rose was lost in a dreamland where everything was drawn in black and gray crayons. The old lady had promised her that all her wishes would come true. She would be Alan Wake's muse. She was smiling so hard it hurt her face. She crushed a bottle full of sleeping pills into the coffee. Deep down inside, she was screaming in terror.
Wow. This is one of those games where I'm like, am I supposed to like Alan? Because he's kind of a mook. What? You didn't get got? Well, I'll just wait till there's another group to... Are you faster than me? Holy shit, you're way faster than me. What the hell? Fine. I died. Spamming dodge didn't work. Oh, are you serious? All the way back here. You just gotta speed run it. What? The large man. Oh. I'm just getting dinged. Hey, how come dodge doesn't work at all? Holy shit, man. It's like, hey, you can only kill these guys if you get them all together and flashbang them, but also you suck at dodging.
You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
Because you're a wiener of an author that thinks he's super tough guy because he sucker punches people all the time. You frickin' charge and slammed me like from the finals. I'm just throwing it right away. Get out of here. It's a bear trap. Oh no, it's just a bush. Don't worry about it, it's just a bush. Why do the cops have so many flashbangs? Just the overfunding of the police department. Or the misappropriated spending of the police department. You can pay cops. Just stop buying tanks. You freeze! Also, apparently, the weird ragdolls and the the little breaking, the things that break, are a problem with the remaster as well, due
I
to
hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
frame rate.
Hello, Lorna. What do you have for us?
Well, I just don't see why the cops bother with the trailer park.
Wow, we're getting boomer racism over here.
I mean, what do you expect? The sheriff should be helping us normal citizens instead of wasting resources on those people.
Well,
Let the trash sort themselves out. I'm sorry, but my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls in 1911.
well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna.
She's like, my granddaddy settled in 1911. And I'll be darned if these trailer park folk are going to take my boomer jewels. Oh, it's like reflections on his glasses. I was like, did somebody draw eyes on...
Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in. Folks, I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
You didn't even turn around, old man. Do you stand up?
Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from
He's just like, he's just naming every writer he saw on the checkout at the grocery store.
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him. What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
Beat his ass. You just jump down all fours on a bunch of glass and he's fine? We probably won't be fine once we get out of the cutscene, right? Right, Dr. Seuss.
I'll get you yet, even if it kills me. You hear me? You hear me, H.P. Lovecraft?
There he
I
goes.
had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
H.P.
Nightingale
Lovecraft.
stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you? Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
It's like, what part of the book that we wrote already is he mad about? Did we write that he fell off a bunk bed in his underwear and accidentally landed on a whole flashlight? Sorry, I didn't know where I was going with that. I had to come up with something stupid at the end. Hey! You're supposed to be not here. I'm also feel like I'm supposed to have a gun. Oh, there we go. All right, we're good now. Now I'm a real American. Whoa! Cinematic dodge. Uh-oh. There it is. All right, here we go. Also, apparently, if you use a controller, you could like push down the aim button just a little bit and it won't boost the flashlight, but you can still aim. That is also not an option on the PC version.
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
Yeah, man, everybody's just here for you, bud. Oh, the darkness controls the take. I mean, yeah, we kind of got that. Shotgun. Oh, that's a lot of dudes. Oh, I'm using the shotgun. That's a big guy. Oh! I should have got out of here the second I had the chance. How do I flashbang? There we go. Did I die? No, I'm alive. Oh, he's not. You're a hefty boy. Are we gonna parkour? Alan is not a parkour master. He's not even a parkour pretty good. Why would you do that like this if you weren't going to put anything up here? How dare you, game? I'm writing a review. Does not respect my time. Oh, this thing's running out of batteries and going off? Is that what's happening? There looked like another way to go back here. I kind of want to go look at it. Unless it was just the way it came from. No, it's not. Yeah, there's a manuscript up there.
The bulldozer's engine roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed through the concrete wall
We're just
and landed heavily.
recording the audiobook on the run.
If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me.
Is it foreshadowing if it just tells you what's going to happen? A train. Oh.
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan. Alan. I'm so afraid. Keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she
I
had
don't know
called
why
me.
that's so funny to me. Like he's like got a weird phone call from his kidnapped wife and he's bitching about his phone plan. Verizon fucking sucks, but at least I got to hear from her.
The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again. I could see a railway bridge up ahead and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
But first, secrets. Am I get trapped in the house again? Oh. Cool. I like a flare gun. Yep. Get dodged, nerds. Okay, you didn't get dodged that time. Oh, he's not. They should put one of the really big shadow men in Dead by Daylight. They already put Alan Wake from Alan Wake 2 in Dead by Daylight. Not that I play Dead by Daylight. I log in and spend my free blood points like once a month and then I don't play. That's a propeller off of a boat. Oh! Is that the pipe he was talking about? That it was like angry at him and came at him?
The darkness that was pursuing me
Oh.
was growing stronger.
Okay.
It was taking over everything in its path.
Oh, what part did I need to be more aware of there? That one. There's the pipe. Oh my gosh. Holy sh! Klein. I know I'm probably not supposed to think that's so funny, but it's freaking hilarious. I guess I should probably flare that.
That was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
That plywood almost took me the hell out. All right, flare. Flare. Okay, I tripped over this pipe. Ah! I'm not even getting hit from the actual like initial push. I'm getting hit by touching it after it lands. That's how I did get bonked in the face. All right, we'll freaking flare gun it. The flares kind of suck, to be honest. They're just good at keeping things away. They're less good at actually doing anything about them.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Oh, actually, that just straight up took it out. It doesn't want me to dodge these things. That pipe went off the edge. Is it gonna come after me? No. Okay. All right. Oh. Where's that wheelbarrow at?
I slammed the door shut right in his smug face.
Smug face.
For me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
All right.
As a teenager, just starting to get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration.
Of course he was.
I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
Hey, it's no fun to be in a Stephen King book. That's what we've learned. I got my mag light for bonking now. I don't think it lets me bonk. It doesn't, right? Can't bonk. Throw. No. No bonking. Even though I mean, because he doesn't hit anybody unless it's a sucker punch. That's just not his style. Well, are we gonna have to, like, wait for this gate to slowly open and fight people off? Oh, man. How could I have not seen that coming? Wait, can I, like, climb this and then this? No. Too high. 2 for the price of 1. It was apparently 2 people with 1 shotgun blast, I would assume. Parkour! Parkour! I feel like I'm doing a lot of parkour and it's not necessary. Ow. Broke my delicate rider's ankles. It's a little late for that tip. TV time.
We take the facts of our existence for granted, unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast cosmos of madness.
The scary door.
And horror. All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a family occasion. Journalist Alvin Derleth's trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derleth, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition, but you have demonstrated the seriousness.
Is that Stephen Merchant?
Oh, I am serious. Really,
no.
Just do your thing.
He
Stay
wishes.
out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really?
Of course, Mr. Derleth.
Well, I guess that's the least I... What would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss.
What did you...
He's getting aliened.
Well pleased, Nixie Perka, the dweller in flesh. Your body shall host his 1,000 young, and all shall be glory.
I'm not a fan.
Shh, darling, be calm. Shh.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you. And such quests always bear fruit. Night Springs.
I'm not a fan of that. Reminds me of the beginning of the X-Files movie, where that kid gets the bugs on inside of his skin. Didn't like that.
Darkness surged towards
when
me,
I was a child.
pushing everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
Like no game, no matter what it is, can escape fight arena. Boss fight. Ah! Well. Do I need to shoot this? No, okay. The heavy... Oh, hi, bud. The heavy-duty flashlight takes a bunch of batteries, I guess. Which makes sense. remember when you, I don't know what batteries take, what flashlights take anymore, but remember it used to be like 3 massive batteries. I used to have one of those boom boxes that had the detachable speakers that took like 8 like double D batteries. So it costs like $45 to run it for a week. That's how old I am. I had multiple of those. I had that big one, but then we had a lot of the like 90s, like smaller ones that were cool colors, and they also took they took like 4 double T batteries. Oh, it's time for a drive.
To see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine.
Did he say noon? So it should be like 6.
The coal mine wasn't far now.
These cutscenes are a little framey. I thought I had like changed settings. I think DLSS had it caused a problem with it. Maybe I need to turn that back on. We'll see if it helps anything.
And he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
Is that? I don't think that's what that. I don't think that's how that goes.
Little by little, without realizing it, I'd come to believe that the story in the manuscript was coming true. The current of its narrative had taken me deeper and deeper into dark waters. Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI. The whole world taken over by
yeah,
a
but
dark presence was trying
Barry
to
seems
destroy
like
me.
he has a pretty okay time in jail.
But it matched a textbook case of insanity.
I take this. I want to take this. I want to take the Land Rover. I don't know which is which ever. The driving controls are not the best. Oh, why do we have so much trouble with the like?
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF-FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained.
Literally detained.
You see, I encountered a big shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass. Not necessarily in that order either.
Get him,
folks. I know I'm not being very informative.
Pat Main.
And I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now.
I'm just so gosh darn peeved off.
Shouldn't be carrying badges. I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be
I was being like
Nelson all morning. But first, little music.
now he's like doing like now he's being secretive about it, but it's like you freaking immediately talked about who I was the second I walked in the studio. Oh, I thought my car was gone. My rad Range Rover. Pretty sure it's a Range Rover, right? Range Rover's the actual ones and Land Rover's the like just for rich people once. Oh, that's back the other way. I mean, I think they're all for rich people, to be honest. Oh! Now I see how how Alan ended up wrapped around that freaking tree. He doesn't drive good. It's him that's not driving good, not me. I'm a professional.
Welcome back to KBF FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding that special someone, that soulmate.
Well, you were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
Well, see, to me, that's strange, because I always pegged you as a...
You always pegged him?
Romantic.
I mean, listen. It sounds like you found it.
You got me there, Pat. But I think love's where you look for it. And you need to do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and if you miss that chance, it's gone forever, and you're forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing? Or, heck, childish even? There's plenty of fish in the sea.
And apparently a fisherman has a fishing analogy for everything, but what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh?
Well, no. What I am saying is that your potential for finding that connection isn't limited to what's essentially a chance encounter. How is that harsh?
Yeah, well, I guess that's a nice thought, but let me say something personal here.
Okay.
Now, well, I don't disagree with you exactly, but I can't really fit that together with what I feel, what I felt for someone, because she was the one. She was. And she...
You wearing 3 coats?
Away from me. Maybe I didn't
2 jackets and a hoodie?
I don't know, but, well, since then, and it was a long time ago, but since then, there hasn't been anyone, not like her. And I'm not saying I dwell on her or haven't moved on. I like my life. I'm not living in the past, but I do miss the way she completed me.
You can't argue with the heart, Pat.
I'm sorry, folks. I had kind of a scary experience last night, and let's just say it's shaken a few things loose.
See ya. Well, I'm gonna take this. Hold on. It's got hydraulics on it. Why is that front? Why is it? Does it? It's so lifty. Is that the coal mine I need to be at? I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm going in there. Wait, really? Okay. He had to stop and catch his breath. There better be something up here.
For Mott, spying on the writer on the ferry had been a disappointment. His boss had made Wake out to be something special, but Mott hadn't been impressed. He'd gotten a good long look at the wife, though, and he liked what he saw. Mott had fantasized about goading Wake into a fight, but it hadn't happened. Still, he'd get his chance to see if the writer had anything in him. He'd been promised as much.
Weird. Just breaking my ankles on this thing again. Oh, okay. I better get over here to visitor parking.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
There was a a mine in Colorado that we went down in the elevator of and stuff. It was like kind of a museum, but I think it worked in the winter or something, but in the summer it was a like tourist attraction. Like, but like last month it like the elevator like broke and like I think injured everybody and killed like 2 people.
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah.
I'm like,
the sheriff looked away.
I'm not surprised.
Maine's
It wasn't
voice
good.
shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. In 1970, volcanic eruption below Cauldron Lake, while relatively minor, caused most of the deep mining tunnels to collapse or flood. 32 miners lost their lives in the calamity, and all mining around Bright Falls came to a final stop. Now, many of the remaining buildings are protected as historical landmarks. Oh! Cutscene's looking a little bit smoother.
Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope.
Why is it dark?
It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
Oh, okay.
Where the hell are you? Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around by
want
you.
to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello? Ah!
On the edge of the earth!
I had to get to Mirror Peak.
You don't want me to go that way? Jesus! Well, the darkness is here.
Maybe closer than ever before.
Like, what do you want me to do here? Put on this? I guess so. Let me keep my batteries this time. I guess it didn't start a new episode, so. Hatch is open. Everybody escape. Oh! Yep. Now every time I see stuff on the ground, I'm gonna think it's coming at me.
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
Oh. It's like that, huh? Well, this massive box of revolver ammo. Hey! Thanks for not letting me dodge that. Whoa, are those like different flares? Check it! The Gopniks are here. Oh, you shut up. Oh, cool. Flashbangs. Flashbang time. When did I hit tab? Hey. Oh! It was a double misdirection. Like he was gonna sneak up and stab me if I walked all the way through, and then there was another guy. Oh. Can I... Are they gonna bust out? Wait, what am I up here for? Okay. Oh. Flashlight, point the flashlight, please.
What the hell?
It's like a tornado of darkness. I think DLSS makes the screen breaking worse, so I gotta like deal with possibly choppy cutscenes or the screen
I
breaking.
had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
We're gonna, like, are we gonna parkour? Like, can we parkour? Okay, never mind. Up! Okay, guess not. I'm a bad driver. Oh, there's a... I didn't realize there's a handbrake. So we could really get into it. You saw the shotgun? Yeah, I do. Oh, now the lights are gonna go off, so I gotta fight my way back across there, right? Oh! Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh no. Oh, if I hit him with it, it goes off. You son of a bitch. Oh, I didn't realize the car also has light boost. I always wondered what the bat— oh good, he's out of here. Oh, never mind, he's back. Yep. Jeez. Take that, nerds. I guess we'll just deal with slightly framey cutscenes. Maybe performance. We'll see if that changes anything. Don't think it will. I think DLSS being on at all is the problem. I think I read that somewhere when I was trying to find out how to fix the controls. Everybody's also like, it doesn't look that much better. Just play the original. And I was like, I wish I would have read all this before. Jeez. Nope. All right. Was that footsteps or was that door bouncing off the wall? I mean, there's explosives in here. I assume there's footsteps. Oh, trust no one in the dark. Oh, there's definitely more up there. Or on the roof, maybe? Follow. Okay.
Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves. But these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell.
Whatever you're gonna tell
filled
yourself
with darkness.
after you shot so many of
In
them.
most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the dark presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him.
Okay. Is that the bad group? No. Oh! There's a door. I don't know what I'm doing. Uh-oh. Okay. Say so.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
You don't know that. Oh, the goop owl. Oh, we might actually be supposed to go that way. So I'm gonna go this way. Why is some of the goop not bad? Oh, hi. Oh. Everybody heard those cop gun shots, but nobody heard the heard me shooting everything across town in the night. Oh. Too spoopy. Like, atmospherically, game's pretty good. Actually, most of the game's pretty good.
I stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet.
Should I even be at least reading these? Since I feel like it's spoiling stuff.
Bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated.
Raymond Chandler?
Well,
don't even know that one.
You now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent.
Oh, did we write that he's gonna die? Yeah, I read that. Oh, hi guys. Oh, parkour! No! I got too excited. And I forgot to parkour. Oh, holy, come on, man. Really? Why is everything so slippery? Pick it up, because you're gonna fall, because everything's made out of ice, apparently. Uh-oh. Here's some boss fight level.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Switch to pump action? I mean, sure. Oh yeah, actually, absolutely. Because the other one's like double barrel, right? Which, you know, generally means more damage, but... Yeah, come over here, gentlemen. Don't last very long. This seems like the way I'm supposed to go, so I'm going to go back the other way. That I thought was the way I'm supposed to go, but is now the other direction of where I think I'm supposed to go. That's fun. Oh! Right, I forgot. Everybody's way faster than me. Oh, wait, not a cardio, man. Oh, wait, well, I guess they both go over here. Never mind, I'm going back the other way. Really? Oh, we can turn these back on. They just go out after a little bit. Out here farming XP. Sokol's here. Oh, wrong. Oh, I'm out of bullets. How's it going, Sokol? I don't think I've ever run out of revolver rounds. Oh, it's up there. So this whole place is a big circle, and I should have just kept going around. Fine. Who's sleeping out here? Fridge? Wait, why? Just for fun? Was there actually something in there and I actually pushed the door closed? After I opened it? Who's that? That sounds great, and I want to probably watch that. Torgy? I've watched some of, like, Maximilian Dude's, like, retrospectives on, like, he does, like, character-specific ones, like, the evolution of this character. I'll have to look into that, because I think legitimately November I might just play Street Fighter all of November. Yeah, how about you guys just go on and flashbang. I'll have to look. 40, okay. I know there's some people, there's a lot of people that do those. But some of them I just can't stand to listen to, you know? Definitely do.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
A lot of crosses up here.
The graveyard shift may cause cancer.
What? What? Oh. You're a magician now. I'll definitely look. Always looking for more stuff to spend too much time watching on YouTube. Come at me, nerd. Oh, there is something in here.
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
Okay. Just getting conked by wagon wheels. All right. Like, I'm never actually getting all that hurt by them flinging the first time. It's the bouncing and then bumping into it after it stopped bouncing that gets me hurt on those. Can you go through the window? No? Okay. Actually, let's... How far back is that light? Too far for me to want to go back to it. But yeah, that initial bunch of stuff flying at me was like... Was that stuff flying at me, or was that a physics break again?
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight. Something to lash out on.
You love lashing out on things, don't you, Alan?
I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination. never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry
Sound like
at
you're just an angry
I was
person.
fumbling and I had no plan.
I gotta remember to hit F5 to get out of there instead of escape. Oh, I gotta read. Let's get some history. Great Peak Gorge, originally founded in 1928, the Great Peak Gorge mining town was one of the permanent settlements in the Bright Falls Mining Company, built for its workers. The nearby graveyard is testament to the dangers the miners face on a daily basis. Most of the men who lost their lives over the years were buried there, a grim reminder to be careful for those who remained. Great Peak Gorge was abandoned almost overnight when Bright Falls Mining Company closed its doors in 1970. It's kind of crazy that I don't have any revolver ammo. It's like not happened so far in this game. Maybe it's I was supposed to be like oh yeah, I that's what I'm definitely down for that. There was one of the Maximilian Dude videos I watched that was literally like a hype video VHS for Street Fighter 2 that he played. He like had to get a VCR and hook it up and everything to stream through, and I'm like, I can't even like that sounds like a huge pain in the ass, but it was pretty funny. It was 90s as fuck. Like it was so 90s. I don't know, maybe. I think he said the hardest part was finding a VHS player. VCR. That's what I was like. There's a word for it that I've just forgot. VCR. That's what it was. I mean, there you go. Oh, was that like pirating back in the day? I don't know why I shot that. That's not what I needed to do. I was talking earlier because I got this heavy duty flashlight I have now, and it takes like a bunch of the batteries, but it's got longer battery life. But it just reminded me of like I used to have one of those boom boxes with the speakers you could detach, and it took like I think 12 D batteries. It had a plug-in too. Like you were supposed to plug it in, but it was like, hey, if you want to spend a week's salary to run this thing on battery, you can. I forgot how batteries went. Was it D and then double? Was it bigger the more? It's bigger the less letters there are. So it's just straight up D batteries, right? Because double D and triple D were smaller. It's been so long since I've got batteries. But also, I speaking of VCRs, I had one of this like separate tape rewinders that you just put it in and it rewinded all the way. And that's all it was for, was rewinding tapes. You could do it in the VCR, but it took way longer. I had one of those flashlights that took the big square battery. It was one of the like handheld ones. It took the big, it was like this tall and like that big around. It had 2 coils on top. I had a flashlight that took those. Yeah, the lamp ones pretty much. So it was like, like a 5-pound battery. Did I have a key for that? Is that what happened? Holy shit.
Anything outside of writing is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake.
It's a camera, man.
Powers to shape the world of a
Why are you afraid of it?
Gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip
That sounds way cooler than anything you do.
skies. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
Hunting rifle. Oh, do I want shotgun or hunting rifle? How much ammo do I have for each? 15 plus what's in the gun? Is that how that works? 11. We can do this for something different. All right, before we leave this house, I have to pee super bad. I'll be right back. Just too hydrated, you know? Man, one of the freaking wheels on my chair broke because I bought like new wheels for it, new softer wheels that wouldn't tear up the mats as bad on carpet, and they've been great other than one broke. And I went and I said, you know, I sent an email to the people and was like, hey, one of my wheels broke. Like, if there's, I don't know if there's a warranty on them, but if not, can I just buy a single one? Because there's not an option to buy a single one. And they're like, oh, we're sorry to hear about that. Here, we're sending you a new one for free, which is great. But now I have to, like, every time I move the chair, the wheel breaks, so, or wheel falls apart. So I have to put it back together every time I get up. Otherwise, I'll like tip out of the chair. Oh, there's a ladder. I see. We still don't have any revolver ammo. Wait a minute. Hold on. I mean, I think there was just something wrong with that one wheel. Because all the other ones are fine. But I do need a new chair. But this was... The deal was, I kept having to get new, like, mats for the floor. Because I have carpet. Because it kept, like... Eventually, it would just, like, break them, basically. And then I, like, saw a whole bunch of stuff about oh, if it has hard wheels, it'll definitely do that. If you get softer wheels, it won't do that. And I was like, all right, wheels are cheap. Yeah, but I live in an apartment, and if I tear the carpet up, I'll have to pay for that. Even though they're going to replace it, they will make me pay for it. They replace the carpet every time anybody moves. They will make me pay for it.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
Otherwise, I probably wouldn't care. Also, it's if it was lower pile carpet, it'd probably be better, but it's not. At this point, though, I've been here long enough that they're probably not going to give me a deposit back anyway. Like, I didn't use a mat, like, back home because, like, it was just, like, low pile carpet on concrete, so it's fine.
Birds.
Oh, do I gotta... Yeah. I feel like if I turn around, they're gonna bonk me in the back of the head. Parkour! Holy shit. I didn't like that noise. Oh, we're going in the mine. Oh! Look at all these JPEGs of dust. PNGs, excuse me, they are transparent. Uh-oh. Tunnels go to the cauldron, go to Cauldron Lake. Like this way or this way? All the ways? Shush. I'm busy.
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain.
Oh! We missed some frames in the middle there, I think. Oh, shit. What was that? It's like it did all the mouse movement I did while I wasn't moving at the end of it.
Alice?
Sounds bad.
I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here. The hunters were big, thick-set men, confident and at home in the woods. They were feeling good, running on beer, ghost stories, and camaraderie late into the night. It did them no good, as they were taken by the dark presence, sucked deep into a darkness far worse than any ghost story they ever told or heard.
Yeah, it's got pretty decent directional audio on that. Because I keep thinking because my headphones aren't fantastic. They work, but sometimes like the left one won't work as well, and I have to like jiggle this knob. I'm not buying Razor stuff again. I shouldn't have bought it this time. I knew better. But so like I keep hearing things and I want it. I'm like, hold on, is that supposed to be doing that? Yeah. I've been like, I put a bunch of like nicer, like nice ones that are like, you know, the audio technical ones and Sennheiser and stuff like that on like the watch list. So it'll tell me if they go on good sale.
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale,
'Cause I don't need a microphone on them.
The unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this.
Dang it. Oh, yeah, revolver ammo. We could shoot our gun again. Well, we could shoot our handgun. We could shoot the rifle. Oh! I shouldn't have been standing there. How'd you fix it? Did you duct tape it together or what? Hold on. Come here, nerds. Oh, that's not how an arm moves. Get flashbanged. Oh, yeah, there you go. Well, before they said they were going to replace my wheel, I legitimately thought about, because it's like the two wheels on each side, I thought about drilling a hole through and just like getting some wire and tightening it on there. That probably would have worked. But since they're replacing it for free, I'm not going to go to all that trouble. But I'm all about some trailer park rigging. I had a chair that had the circle arms on it, or not circle, but you know, they're like a ring of the arm, and they were plastic and one broke. So for a while I melted the ends of it and pushed them together, and then I got wire from the job I was working at the time, drilled holes on each corner, and then put wire through it and pulled it, and I was like, yep, perfect. The melting wasn't good because it was obviously weakened after it melted, but the wire
I have
was.
to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Oh. I have to actually move it. Oh, I see. Okay. I was like, I can't jump good like that. Sometimes it just swaps perspective for me. Man, hot glue, I do a lot of, well, not hot glue, I do a lot of super gluing. I bought new ear pads for this one for like $11 because they like ripped out. They're so weird because they go around a ring and then the ring snaps into the ear cup, and it's like, this is like, so the whole time the little bit of fabric that holds it on is just under, like, not pressure, but like it's under like It's getting pinched. Oh, I see what we're doing. Okay. And I'm like, so that's why these ripped out like they did. But yeah, I'm watching for some nice ones. Maybe Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales. Was it daytime now? I guess it is. Oh, now we have a boot that can knock a door down, huh? I assume since we're going to a peak, we probably need to go up, right? But I also, maybe not. Yeah, I super glue a lot of stuff and it almost never works, to be honest. Fabric glue may be, not fabric. I might need to just get a hot glue gun for all this dumb stuff I try to fix. I did, when I was waiting on these replacements to come in, I did sew the ear pads back on. Just like real shittily. This is just a nice view, I guess. Thanks.
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. "We're on a comeback tour, baby."
What? Those old men smashed a lady's head? I guess I don't know that it's specifically a lady. Just a nurse. Oh, I think he did say lady. Oh, I forgot that that's not just... I forgot birds were an enemy for a second. All right. Hey, there's an actual, like, ripcord to pull this time. A lot of times there's, like, he's just cranking air.
Oh, great. Another cable car. Just great.
Well, there's definitely nowhere we're gonna fall off of this one, right? What? Oh, you know, I could probably just flare them straight off the thing, right? I think that's what it wants you to do, is flare them. You done? I guess they're done. Well. I think it's funny how much people just go, "Oh no," in this game. Gentlemen, Okay, that's a whole trade.
Shit.
All right. Man, the dark spirit's jacked. I mean, I don't want to, like, shoot it, but I will. Oh. Oh, I hit dodge. Oh, okay. More historical lore. The 8th deepest lake in the world. Cauldron Lake is a caldera lake. What the hell does caldera mean? Now they know that's a real word. Formed in a volcanic crater. The volcano itself could be considered to be active, but has not erupted since the volcanic earthquakes of 1970, and even then the underground activity was comparably mild, despite some property damage. There were no casualties. Some of the miners, I think you specifically said, Cauldron Lake is one of the most beautiful spots in the Bright Falls area, as well as a central figure in many local folktales. It's a popular recreational area for the area residents. Weird. Say area twice so fast. For some reason. Oh, good. Yep. Okay, so it basically was like, don't run. So I think I hit sprint and that happened. Oh, yeah. Did that get all those guys? Oh. Easy peasy. Oh, this way. Well, not this way, but... Oh, yes, actually this way. Really wants us to have this flare. Gun.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
Is that the applesauce guy? Mott of Mott's applesauce fame? Oh, I push this over? Yep. Oh, hold on. What? Kick? What are we kicking? Oh. Okay. Oh, there's a whole, like, brick house up here. Oh, here's some rumbling and some grumbling up there. Oh, okay, yep. Tom, C and a TZ. Tom, I miss you. Tom. I curse you, Thomas Zane. Uh-oh. Tom, I miss you, Tom. Did you write this? You talked to me on TV, Tom. Tom. So is the lady writing the yellow... Is that the wife or no? Uh-oh. This house isn't going to start walking, is it? It's not one of those, is it? Well, that's going to fall apart the second I step on it. Oh. Nope, throw. Oh, this one. Oh, yep. Can't dodge and reload at the same time. It's not legal. Let's make sure we have the flashbangs ready. Actually, also, the flare gun. Oh. Got him. Easy peasy. Oh. Why is this just rocking and rolling? Cool. People have thermoses anymore? Or has it been taken over by like Yetis and stuff? Or is Yetis for thermoses now? Does Yeti have thermoses? Are thermoses just as good or better than Yetis?
I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
Oh, there's the dude's weird doctor. We still have not gotten to that point.
I was close now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find. I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now.
Wait! Are you? Wait!
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
No! Get away!
Uh-oh.
Sorry. Please, lady. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear I didn't know. We don't have his wife. We don't
fighting for us. Please.
Oh, is the old lady like? Oh, yeah. Did they just like, did the darkness just squish him? Oh, back on the lake. Oh, that would hurt a lot. Still, I think you'd still die. The old lady took her to the bottom of the lake. Oh, that's cool. Oh, shit.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
All right.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman, I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it.
What a
You
nerd.
went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you lie.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages. The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
Oh. Why would you lock me in a room with glass window, man?
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah.
That's the old man from the video.
So sure, I'm calm. I get the message, loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused.
Gorilla?
I'd be
Like, that
more
guy's, like,
concerned if you weren't
just
suspicious of
pudgy.
me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Bye.
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
Just talking a lot of mess for a man in punching distance. You know how much Alan loves to punch people. I need this in my home. The bear monks. Are you just gonna leave me in an elevator with you by yourselves?
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after
You don't
the
have
episode.
you don't have past
So
experience
I'm
with me.
just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept.
Why your
this.
forehead look like that?
Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your
I mean,
thoughts and
he's kind
dreams.
of a mook. So
Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped, and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
oh, is this not graphical weirdness? It's supposed to be that I'm drugged.
Apart from the tragic accident with
Everything
your
being
wife,
kind of
no
wavy.
one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have
That's a cool
concocted in
sundial.
your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Whatever, you big dumb nerd. Beyond the shadow you settle for it, there's a miracle illuminated in memory of a dear friend and poet, Thomas Zane, I think. Ah!
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming.
Nice band-aid.
I don't
Where'd you get
recall
that?
there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the
obviously
one
loved
trying
his
to
own
bring you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed
madly
for
inside
yourself.
my head.
But I
I dug
can't
my
do
nails
it
into
by
the palms of
myself.
my hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside.
You a punk. Nice
Here's
pin,
the
nerd.
entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here.
Oh, you're gonna lie to me about how impressed I was? Okay. Mm-hmm.
Man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Yeah, that's right. I got you. I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
That's
I'm so spooky and scary, but
We're
it's
actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video games. It's trash, of course, but it does involve some small creative effort, which makes
Damn.
him receptive to my
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
No, there's another QR code. Those just go to YouTube videos that are like the hotline calls from Control. Shut up!
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted to make landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images
that
just
doesn't
keep coming.
doesn't look like me at all.
Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
See ya. The bear monks. On my way, nerd.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these
Same.
two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had a, how should I put this, a heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short.
It did
now, Alan.
for the
power has been
Alan
acting
Wake
up.
2
I'd better go check on it. We'll continue
stuff.
this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to
The
your room
VGAs,
and
I think
try
they
to
did.
write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
One of those Jeff Keighley things.
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd
Same, bud.
love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing
I
I've
think it
heard
was
in a
also
while.
the song from the maze in Control. Was Old Gods of Asgard.
Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words. My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, you got any booze on you?
Yeah, no.
We
Sorry,
have a
guys.
stash of the special
Oh, am I
stuff
Tom?
at the farm. Our own formula, local ingredients, medicine, clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll.
Tom's just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all, taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens. What were they?
Oh, he's got one eye. Yeah.
Thought, the hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other writer.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
All right.
So tired. Built the farm close to the lake, a place of power.
Good thing he's not overreacting or anything.
Well, he's the boss.
Yeah.
I may need a hand here later on, Birch. The storm's bound to make you-know-who jumpy. You know how they get.
Gotcha. The doc's got me looking after Wake here, but holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do that, Birch.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. The
doors were locked. Hartman and the nurses would have keys. Oh, but there was no way to get my hands on them.
Wake up. You can't hurt it.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head.
Oh, hold on.
I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
All right. Death rally. Oh. All right. Interesting. Almost one of those. I used to have one of those. I think I bought it at a garage sale.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I am cool, you old nerd. I mean, not Alan. He's not cool.
What the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did you get a damn hammer?
I don't know.
Here's a friendly poke from me, old near wench.
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we?
Did he just
kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
Sinclair looked
Oh.
mad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. And if she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Come out and face the music, Birch. It's time to pay the piper.
I'm a fan of those old men.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right. Hartman wasn't happy. Maud could see it in his eyes.
Hartman's the boss.
Quickly lowered his own.
I knew it.
He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for, to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake, what would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look
What
at
a
you,
pervert.
and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very
It was all a trick.
Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate.
She could stay drowned.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
What the?
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge.
Why would you frame this?
The man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been.
It looks like a screenshot somebody took in Gary's mod.
Let me out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to
Barry?
Barreled. Are you hiding behind me?
Time.
Seriously! Do you have any
glad to
idea how
see
much
you.
trouble you're in?
We need to get to
I am
Hartman's
famous.
office.
I represent a celebrity.
You just kept playing the behind the door stuff. Oh my gun. All right, we're gonna shoot an actual man.
And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together
Shoot him.
on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Where's my flashlight? Oh, did we like lock him in there with it? I mean, we probably should have figured out where your wife is. Oh, I guess the guy said they don't know.
I had to find a way out.
Hold on, did we get...
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water.
Oh, okay.
Jack turned the
That
radio
fall.
louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
Oh, okay. Oh, not in there. Oh. I didn't realize it was like that. Did we not? Oh, okay. Do we gotta go up and get that? Oh, yeah.
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Thanks for the tip. Oh. Nope. Flares. No, the bear monks. Ow. Do I need to like flare? Hold on. I know we're running from the darkness, but...
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
Most of us have felt its shadow on us.
Are you right now? We're gonna do this?
Glimpse from the corner of the eye. Can't find Dr. This. Take a long time. Wonder where you are when you wake up. Night springs.
Stop flashing.
Tonight's episode. Sometimes, even the simplest things.
Welcome back, Silco.
Impossible. Consider, you get in a car and leave a life behind. Easy.
I mean, this is not the time. Ow! Oh, okay. Ow! I stubbed my toe. Ow! I don't have a flashlight. Oh, really? Okay. Yep, okay. Was I supposed to have another flare? Because I don't. I can't just shoot it. Look at me high stepping. Oh, the window? I don't quite understand. Oh, do I get it to hit the door? Okay. Yeah, okay, I get it. Am I gonna die in a loading screen? Okay, so when I was like looking up broken stuff, I saw that if it ever goes black screen like that, if you pause it, unpause really fast, it fixes it. So I'm glad I at least tried that. All that research on how to fix the busted part of this port paid off a little bit.
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Oh yeah.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
The way he said that.
Oh God! Look at the house, Al.
Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, jeez. Is he, oh, I forgot his name. Good job. Fumbled that one. The guy from Marty McFly. You jerk.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-side stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon.
A dragon?
It's kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
I mean, I'm looking forward to that. Oh. Like, I'm over here like, I gotta solve the maze, but also secrets.
We don't want any fighting. It makes people mad. You get 2 pills in the morning, and then you'll be nice and calm.
Oh, it's that guy. Shut up, birds. Ow. Probably shouldn't have done that. Should have saved it. For this. Oh, nice. Oh, I got a page? Didn't realize that.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
What a weirdo. What? Clear. Damn it!
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
No! Does Barry get murdered? That's not how you use that, bud. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I just need to get away when I need to reload and not try to dodge and reload at the same time because it doesn't like it. Oh, there's barreled. A lot of ammo and guns between here and barreled.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he'd had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
What a badass. I guess. I don't fucking know. He only got a little bit squeamish. What's up, Harold?
Al! You're alive! Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry!
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so,
Yep.
Barry! I'll find it! Don't worry about it!
This looks like a GTA mission start. Hey, you just walk past that flare like it's nothing? Okay. I guess we should get off of this. Should use the shotgun. Oh, don't know why I jumped. You running? Thanks. Good job, Barry. That's all you're getting paid for this trip, by the way. Oh, I hit caps lock instead of shift. Nice. Is that a Hummer? Where's he driving?
Al,
He took the standee?
For the nearest, you're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
All right, then.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest...
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out!
Possessed rocks. We love crashing cars in this game.
Al! God damn it, Al, talk to me!
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry
was
nowhere to be seen.
Because you put it on the dashboard like an idiot.
Barry! Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that.
Thanks.
Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Ah, Al, there's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a take-it! Use a flare, Barry!
Yeah!
Oh, okay,
Barry,
good.
Are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City. To the farm, Al! I'll be waiting!
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al! I'm not staying here! It's suicide! I'm going to the farm! I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area! You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
I wish I had a checkpoint. I'm going to stop for the day. Stop it. I don't have a flashlight. You can't do that. Why is it? It keeps switching to perfect. There's a bug in here.
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
I don't know what any of that means. Dude, I need you to keep a hold of something at some point. Yeah, all right. Thanks. Bye. It's like, am I supposed to have a flashlight right now? Because I definitely do not. Oh, that too, huh? All right. Oh, all of them. Huh? That's cool. That's not gonna ruin my whole day or anything.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
Is that like even a light? Or do I gotta go up here and turn it on now?
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed-out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred.
What a
Nightingale would have
wiener.
to settle for an arrest.
Oh, well. We ran out of go juice.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
All right. That's where we're going to stop today because I got to go do laundry and stuff still. Not a great place to stop, but whatever. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll probably do it again tomorrow. I'd like to finish this before the end of the month so I can start fighting game month. Thanks for watching. You have a wonderful evening. Thank you. And good night.